Thank you so much for Sales and Marketing Society for inviting me to speak, and it's such a pleasure to see so many friends and business associates in the office as well, so I appreciate that. My name is Kim Heathcott, and my husband, Larry Heathcott, is here. Well, he's a lot of the part of the story, so I wanted to introduce him, but about 4 years ago, he came to me, and he had a background in the security guard business, and he asked me to if I wanted to start up a company in Memphis in security guard business. So I wanted to speak to you today. You know, as I look back on the adventure that it's been, we've had a big stumbling blocks, we've had big successes, and so I wanted to boil that down into some general principles. The first thing that I would recommend when you're building your company and you want to have a high growth strategy is have a dedicated sales woman, man team. And I say that because if you really want to keep growing, you've got to have somebody that's always prospecting. The other thing too is if you guys are familiar with a DISC analysis, you maybe have done one on yourself, you maybe have done one on your sales team, but it's really important that you have somebody that is working with you in sales that is a high D and a high I. But the key, I think, too, for you to think is, as there are, on the flip side of that, you've got to have somebody that's into the details and is really consistent, because if you're getting your messaging out there, somebody is going to sell the vision, but you've got to support that. And you know, the important thing about this is that you've got to constantly purify your database. You've got to know who you're selling to, and that might change. You are going to spend a lot of time building this database, and it's all time that is so worth it in the end, because you have got to have information on who you're pursuing. As a business owner, in my strategy, this was something that I can tell you I've done at 100%. Use everything the market gives you to get a competitive advantage. And what I mean by that is, you know, in my example, I'm a women business owner. And so, so what have I done? I've gone out, I've gotten a local certification, I've got a national certification, but there's a small business certification you can get. I want to get into a little bit of brand development. So I'll give you my philosophy on PR. It's invaluable. You know, when we were starting off 4 years ago, nobody knew about us. So we were coming into a traditional market with very established players, with a lot of players. So how do we get our name out there? So early on, we decided that it was marketing dollars well spent to spend for a paid PR campaign. And we found a great partner at the time, and that partner immediately got us in all the papers, on the news, a Wall Street Journal, pop. It was awesome. And it really helped for name recognition. So I highly recommend, for the bang for the buck, if you want to spend for brand and awareness recognition, you should do that. And then just a comment on image and messaging. That's our logo. You know, there's some things we did wrong and some things we did right at the beginning. I had a dreadful website at the beginning of my company. I think I picked a good logo. I've been happy with the logo ever since. But when you get a new revamp, retool, revise, nobody remembers the first at all. So even if it takes a while longer, if there's something that you do not like about your logo, your brand, your messaging, your email signature, whatever it is, change the whole darn thing. My suggestion to you, which worked for us, is if it's not working, find somebody out there and fix it. When you can't close the deals, figure out what you're doing wrong. You know, there was a time when we were having a dry spell, and we had to think, there's something maybe with us and the process. So if you are stymied, if you're not getting the deals closed, maybe you need to figure out what's going on with your process, and I highly suggest that. Second thing I'd say is find something that you really love doing. I think in a sales process, sometimes we get bogged down with, we meet the client, we make a pitch, we do a little bit of bonding, we ask for the deal, we want the deal, we really want the deal. And I think it's important to maybe take a step back. Each of us have passions and interests, and I think involving yourself with somebody that makes you, within a group or whatever it is that makes you a better person, and you use that in your relationship building, it makes a difference. And when you're getting to know potential prospects and customers, don't be afraid to share what you're interested in, because I think people want to get to know you on a personal level and know that you're more than a marketing person trying to close a deal, that you love other things in life.